Hi there, it's Terry here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I wanted to share another Christmas card that I created using some products from the Say It With Stamps collection. This card, it was really easy to create and it has a fun spin on it because it's a see-through card. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so to start off my card, I am going in with green cardstock. This cardstock I believe is from Concord and Ninth, and I am going in with Versamark ink. So I do plan on heat embossing this. And the Versamark ink is a nice clear sticky ink. So when you're using the Versamark ink, it's really sticky, so it holds on to the embossing powder that you apply onto it. And the background stamp that I am using is from Say It With Stamps, and it's called Christmas Swirls. And I really love this stamp because it's so beautiful, it's so delicate. So here you can see that I went in and I applied the white embossing powder all over the card panel. And I'm going in with my heat tool and melting the embossing powder. Okay, so now going in with my paper trimmer, I am trimming down the card panel down to 4 inches by 5¼ inches. So now to create the window, so I'm going in with the Say It With Stamps Christmas word die, and I'm taping that down to the middle of my card panel. And off screen, I went ahead and ran that through my die cutting machine. I really like this die because it cuts the shadow part as well as the word. So the word die is meant to get detached, but I left it on together because the card that I'm making here, it really didn't matter if I left it on or clipped it apart. And off screen, I also ran the Christmas word die onto gold foil cardstock. Okay, so with the same colored foil gold cardstock, I trimmed it slightly larger than my card panel. And what I'm doing here is I'm taping the two together, and now I'm using the shadow die, and I went ahead and clipped it apart at this point, and I'm placing it on top of the card panel. And this part is really simple because the die just kind of fits snugly into the die cut area. So I went ahead and ran that through my die cutting machine. Okay, so once you pop that out, this is the start of the window. I went ahead and repeated the process onto craft colored cardstock and a white card base. Okay, so now to adhere the pieces together. So I'm going in with liquid adhesive and I place a sheet of acetate in between the green cardstock and the gold. So the acetate sheet is helping create the window. Then I went in with the gold dye and I adhere that onto the center area of the acetate. Okay, so here's a look at how everything came together. So while I was looking at this, I wanted to create a little more interest onto the card panel. So going in with some Distress Oxide inks in brown, I went ahead and ink blended around the edges of the card panel. I should have done this before adhering everything together, but that's okay. The foil cardstock actually was very easy to wipe off. Okay, so now I'm going in with liquid adhesive and I'm adhering the green colored panel onto the craft colored cardstock, making sure that I'm lining the center area together. Then going in with liquid adhesive again, I adhere that onto the card base. And this is pretty easy because the cut from the shadow die is making it very easy to line everything together. Okay, and now I wanted to add a sub sentiment, and I'm going in with the Christmas words from Say It With Stamps, and I am inking that with black ink onto craft colored cardstock. I did have to stamp that down twice just to make sure I got a good clear image. Then going in with my paper trimmer, I trimmed that off screen. So to give the sentiment a little more dimension onto my card panel, I went in with foam strips and applied that behind the sentiment strips and popped it onto my card panel. And that completes the card. I hope you found some inspiration in this card tutorial, and I would love it if you hit the like button down below and subscribe. Until next time, have a wonderful day. And also, please don't forget to visit me on my Instagram account at Cloudy Coral Designs. Okay, until next time, bye bye!